What is going on, guys? And we're back today with episode number 3 of Producing Paris. And in the last episode we managed to pick up Marquinhos, the gold centre back, and we also managed to pick up Digne, I do believe, and Chantome. I do not know how you pronounce his name, but the gold CM that you can see on the screen. We're going to jump straight into the next game. The team's coming along nicely. We do have near enough most of the low rated players that PSG have on their books and on Ultimate Team, because I do know that there are new players in their squad that are youngsters but are not involved in the Ultimate Team database. So going into this game against Stand Ground United, just showing you this because I have had a couple of people saying, because we've had some high wins and we do have some very, very high wins in this episode, that I was playing offline. But as you can see, we're coming up against this silver team, very solid Colombian team, and I gotta say, he battered me. He absolutely destroyed me. We got to a fantastic start here. 1-2, lovely play there between Barbek and I'm not sure who was the player that actually won the penalty, but we managed to pick up a penalty in the 6th minute, and I thought, yeah, I was fairly confident. Thought we could go on to win this game. He wasn't. I think it was Rabiot, who seems to be bombing on from midfield quite a lot recently, and is very solid. So I decided I'd give the penalty to Rabiot. Barbek's been in fantastic goal scoring form, but I thought Rabiot did deserve it. Oh, I actually didn't give it to him. Rabiot did take it and managed to put it into the top corner. And if anyone knows how to pronounce his name, just leave a comment down in below and tell me how to do it, because I am really struggling. But straight from kickoff, he managed to run through my defence and score a fantastic goal there with some silver player that I have never heard of in my life, and I do not know anyone in his team, but they all just seem to be fast, skillful, and very, very solid. And it just went from bad to worse here. As you can see here, Marquinhos was chasing him, and I was just putting on his shirt. And I seem to find that with low-rated players, if you do a little tap with the button to pull him back, they're just not going to stop. They're just going to carry on pulling him and shoving him, and then he will get sent off. So I definitely recommend not trying to do that, and I'll try and learn from my mistakes. He managed to go into dead on the 45th minute and put another lovely finish into top bins, past my keeper, and he was 2-1 up. We had 10 men, and we were struggling. I decided to bring on a defender, which I haven't shown you, but he just kept scoring, and I just couldn't handle the pace. I believe I actually had to bring on a right back and play him centre back, because we didn't have any centre backs on my bench, and that is a new move from me, as I should always have a centre back just lying around on the bench just in case in situations like this. 80th minute, he managed to make it 4-1, another fantastic finish into the top corner, and it's just showing what bronze goalkeepers are really like. Very shit, to be honest. And that was their full-time score. So that was our second loss of this series. 4-1. Barbek got man of the match. Fantastic player, I have to say, and definitely recommend actually trying him out. But if you feel like building the Silver Liga 1 side, definitely pick him up. Goes for around 1,000 coins, I do believe. Probably less than that now. But nevertheless, a very good player. And we didn't pick up any points from that. So as you can see, our record is 1 and 2 losses. And I decided to go away and pick up our goalkeeper. And that makes us a sign-in to give him a tick off the checklist. We picked up bronze goalkeeper Maganan, the lowest rated goalkeeper for PSG. There are 3 PSG goalkeepers on the books, a bronze, a silver, and a gold one. I think Duchesse is the silver goalkeeper, but we managed to tick Maganan off the checklist, and that means that we only have Duchesse, the silver goalkeeper, and French keeper to buy, and then we're moving dead on to the goals. And our team is looking very solid now. But they were low in fitness, so as I said, I had gone out and bought a couple of fitness cards and I decided to place it on them. And Marquinhos was not injured. He was suspended for this game after picking a red card up in the previous game. So we had to bring in some random German, and hopefully he'll play a little bit solid and just get us through this one game until Marquinhos is back from suspension. So going into the game, another league game, and we definitely need to pick a win up here just to get us back on track and try and level out the record, because if we win this game, it will be 2 wins and 2 losses in this league, and I definitely needed to try and get promoted consistently to try and move this series on before any more big name PSG players get in forms, or we'll be here forever trying to trade our way to them and play to them. And I do know that already Ibrahimovic is going for around 750k, 750,000, something like that, and it would be a struggle to actually pick him up. And there is a problem with this team. Barbek is the only cheap striker they have. They have Cavani, that is going for around, I think he goes for around 10k, and that is the next one. They only have 3 strikers on the book. They have Barbek, Cavani, and Ibrahimovic. So Barbek will be in in the team for a substantial amount of time. We came up against this squad, looked like a starter pack team. He's got Danny Welbeck, who's a danger, and he had Scotty Parker and CM. But we got off to a fantastic start here, squaring it across to him, to our striker, but it came back to Welbeck, and he managed to slot it in and be in what all you want your strikers to do, just being in the right place at the right time to make it 1-0. Then we just went on goal scoring spree. Welbeck got there in front of the keeper, managed to round him, and just took my time to make sure that I wouldn't miss, because silver and bronze players do miss them sort of chances. But we didn't, and we managed to just slide it home to make it 2-0. Then Welbeck went in and got his hat-trick, managed to rifle one with his left foot into the bottom corner, and the keeper couldn't do anything about this. And this was in the second half, and it just went from bad to worse for this player. We went through again with Welbeck to get his fourth, and a fantastic across the keeper shot, which don't always work on FIFA this year. It's quite underpowered, to be honest, but we managed to slot that one home. And he was terrible. He gave up at this point. As you can see, he was just diving in all over the place, and I probably would have preferred him just to put his controller down, because he was making himself look very, very bad. So he managed to pick up a penalty here, and this time I did actually decide to give it to Rabiot. As I said in the previous game, I thought I gave it that penalty to him, but I decided to give this one to Rabiot as Welbeck was already on 4. So Rabiot stepped up with his bright blue shoes on, football boots, and he managed to slot that one home into the top right corner. And it was 5-0 in the 60th minute, and he should have just quit, to be honest, because he was just getting battered. We got a corner there. It came back out to Steinhoch, or whatever his name is, the bronze centre-back that we brought in for this game, and he managed to tap that one home. And I think he went all-out attack for some reason, like he was going to come back from 6-0, but Lappy managed to drive through his defence and put that one top bins, and we went 7-0 up. And why not just put your controller down and just leave it? I was just left the game, let it play out, not done much, but we just thought, why not, fuck it, let's go and get as many goals as possible. Welbeck made it 8 there with a near post OP shot, and I have to say, if you get close, the keeper's positioning, well, bronze keepers cannot deal with near post shots. I'm telling you, we done another one there with Rabiot to make it 9. And so the 2 OP things that I'll tell you to do: run past the keeper diagonally, and when you get close to the keeper, smash it at the near post, and the keeper will not be able to do anything to you. We made it 10 with Welbeck there to make his, I think that was his 5th of the game, and a very fortunate one there to make it 11 by our centre back again, I do believe that is. But we weren't stopping there. Lapierre went through here, and I decided, fuck it, let's sweat it across. Nope, let me auto-correct myself. We're not calling it sweating this series, are we? We're calling it the sensible pass, the sensible option. And we made it 12-0 in the 90th minute, and this guy must have felt like utter shit, to be honest. I would have rage quit a long time ago, but fair play to him for staying in for that long and getting his coins and not ruining his DNF. So that allowed us to pick up 616 coins, and we managed to level up the record. So we decided after getting them coins to go out and pick up our first PSG right back, and we're picking up the gold rare Serge Aurier, who's a fucking pacey animal. I'm telling you, he's a very solid right back. Their right backs are very decent. They have Aurier, and they also have Gregory van der Ville. And this is the end of this episode, really. There's no more games, and that was the final game, winning it 12-0. So we decided to pick him up, put him into our team, and that means we have a full PSG goalkeeper and defence. So then we'll be moving on to midfield, and then probably we'll have to trade our way into a Cavani. But nevertheless, get to tick off the checklist, and this is the end of this episode, guys. I'll speak to you guys later, and leave a like and comment below. Thanks. And also hit that sub button, because I need to get a little bit more growth on my channel, and just try and get my aim for my YouTube channel is probably about 500 subs, probably all I can get, but hopefully we can get there soon. So I'll speak to you guys later, and peace out.